Boom, boom, boom. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Give everybody a minute to check in before we go live. Go over a little MMA today, a little UFC, a little update, see what's going on, check in with everybody. Let me know where everybody's joining from. Give everybody a minute to join. Going a different time today. What up, Toby? What up? Yeah, Alex. Early stream today in Michigan. So as you can see, beautiful lake behind me. I'm hanging out in Michigan. I wanted to jump on with you guys and connect and say what's up. So going early birds today. What's up, Mickey? What up? What up? I got a little bit of my coffee right here. Let me know where you guys are joining from. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Welcome home. I'm in Michigan. I'm actually up at Houghton Lake right now. My stepfather has a spot up here, and me, some of the family, my son came out. Everybody's up here. So they all went to the park, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump in. I'm going to get a live stream going with you guys. So, yes, coming from Serbia. Dang, I like it. Croatia, what's up? Yeah. Thank you, Fredo. I believe that's what it is. Fredo, big fan. Gracias, amigo. Appreciate that support. Coming from England, Toby. Nice, man. How's the weather out there? Toronto, is it by Lake Michigan? I'm not sure. I don't know where my lakes are at. But it probably is. I think it is. I think it actually feeds Houghton Lake, I think, feeds into Lake Michigan. So, yeah, Alex. Oh, Jose, the former champion, coming in, smashing the super chat, hitting it with the smiley face. I like it. I like it, dude. What's up, Jose? How's California going? How's LA? Yeah, Fredo, been watching me since the Ultimate Fighter, man. Yeah, Ultimate Fighter 13. Shout out the old Brock Lesnar and Junior Dos Santos, man. That seems like so long ago, but dude, seems like yesterday too. Look at that lake behind, huh? How tight is that? I love Michigan, man. It's beautiful. Got the lakes. Got I went four-wheeling yesterday. Man, tearing it up on the sand dunes with a four-wheeler. So it was awesome. I love it. I love it. Nikhil coming from India. What's up, Nikhil? Students of Jiu-jitsu. I'm awake. I like it. Yeah, throwing a wild card at you guys today, being a little early, seeing who's up, who's awake. Jose, Orange County, got off the quarantine watch list. Nice, man. Nice. Heck yeah. You back training? Back in the gym, getting after it? Richard, what's up, my man? What's up? Oh, Latoro lives in Michigan, but he's from Argentina. Dang, nice, man. Where at in Michigan do you live, Latoro? There's a fox behind me in the yard right there. Yep. Oh, watch that. Look at him out there. Dude, when I seen that when I came here, I was like, wow, there's a fox or a wolf in the yard. But it's actually, it looks just like one, but it's to keep the goose or the geese from crapping all over the yard. So it just kind of hangs out there and kind of scares off all the geese poop. But good eye, good eye. Oh, Fredo coming in, man. Fredo Tomato. I appreciate that support, dude, hitting the super chat. Yeah, man. Yeah, everything goes back to the channel, making some more videos, trying to keep up with the content. So shout out Fredo, super chat champ so far today, my man. I like the little weightlifting little icon. That's tight. That's tight. India, Phantom Drive. What's up? Welcome back to the channel, my man. Coming from India. Yeah, man, and want to see me get that title. Same here. Same here. I'm interested to see what happens next, guys, for me. I have one fight left with Bellator. I'm waiting. My management's been talking with them, and we'll see. We'll see what's up. You know, we got a lot of interesting things going on in Bellator. So did anybody see the Scott Coker make a comment towards Dana White in the UFC saying, since John Jones relinquished his belt and moved up to heavyweight, that Bellator now has the best 205-pound division in the world? And do you guys see him say that? Dana didn't like it. Dana didn't like it at all. Dana came back, I think, and said, that's cute, and said every one of the Bellator fighters that UFC let go of. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think, would you guys like to see some cross-promotion matchups? Because I would. I mean, I think who wouldn't want to see Patricio Baby Pitbull versus Volkanovski, Usman versus Lima. I mean, those are some sick fights, man. Sick fights. Tommy's back. What's up, Tommy? Yeah, Fredo says he wants Pitbull to go over to the UFC. I would like to see that, man. Yeah, and Pitbull versus Khabib. Yeah, you know what? One thing about Pitbull, dude, is he's a very good counter fighter. He's a smart fighter, so I think he matches up well. Or what about Chandler versus Khabib? I think that stylistically is a fun fight. Chandler's hard to take down and he's hard to hold down. So, you know, obviously Khabib, that's his best weapons, but Chandler's striking's good. So I think that would be an interesting fight as well. Lima would kill Marty. Dude, I think so. I think Lima beats Usman. I think Lima is super underrated, and I definitely think he beats Usman. That's one fight. And then you got the 205-pound champ. I'm trying to think of his name. Hold on. The 205-pound champ right now. Nemkov, the guy that just beat Bader, man. I think he beats anybody in the 205-pound division outside of Jones, obviously, one of the best to ever do it. Oh, Mickey coming in, just crushing the super chat today. Shout out Mickey, smashing that super chat. Appreciate the support for the channel, my man. Always been here, loyal, long-time supporter of the channel. So let's see what Mickey's got to say. With one more fight with Bellator, any thoughts? I got a lot of thoughts on that. No, you know what, Mickey, right now, man, I'm just honestly I want to see what Bellator offers. I would be okay to stay with Bellator if they offer me a good contract, meaning substantial amount more money than I'm making now. And I also would like to be guaranteed more money up front personally, instead of the old show and win bonus. I'm not a big fan of that, Mickey. So I personally would like to have that, a more guaranteed upfront pay in my contract negotiated. And I would like to be close to a title shot, you know, maybe with another win, something in there. They give me a title shot. I obviously want to get back, and I want to get in that title shot contention. So if they can make that worth my while, yes. I mean, I would like to stay with them. But I fought UFC, I fought all around the world, Mickey. And I would be not opposed to go to ONE FC or to go to UFC. I mean, PFL, I hear they're handing out, you know, good signing bonuses, even though they're not active right now, but there's just, options as well. So we'll see, man. We'll see, Mickey. Hopefully Bellator makes a good case to keep me, because I feel like I bring a lot of value to the table. I feel like my skills speak for themselves. I feel like I've fought and I've beaten a lot of good fighters. I feel like I'm right on that brink of getting in that title contention and getting a belt, man. And I got the coolest YouTube channel out in the world, right? So don't forget about that, Bellator. We got the baddest of the baddest YouTube channel all around, baby. Talking fighting, talking financing, talking personal development. That's what we're doing out here. Yeah, bare knuckle fighting too. I don't know if I would do the bare knuckle fighting, but I'd be that's pretty crazy, man. I like real fighting in the aspect of, like, bare knuckle is just one avenue, one martial art. I like all the martial arts, because that way, if you beat somebody's butt in bare knuckle, they still could say, you know what, in a real fight, I could beat you, I could take you down, I could choke you, or I could kick you. So I like the real MMA fighting where you can do it all, because that way Nobody can make any excuse that that's why they won or they beat you. So what's up, Christopher? What's up, my man? Shout out Christopher too for man, last week we didn't get the live stream, but this week we're here. So what's up, Christopher? Jerry, yeah, fan from Jerry First Cowboy too. Yeah, man, I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. Oh, Jose Armenta coming in, hitting the super chat with a 1-2 left hook. And don't forget, drop an elbow, smash that thumbs up if you guys haven't already. You know I got to say that. Hey, Myles, let's see what Jose has to say, guys. Hey, Myles, I saw the salary of all the fighters when you fought. It said that you made $8,000 a show plus $8,000 win bonus equals $16,000. Is that true? Yes, Jose, that is true. I believe for the first 2 or 3 fights in the UFC, that was my pay, my man. And that was just from the UFC, right? Like I could still go get sponsors. I could still make money outside of fighting, Jose. But money that Zuffa and the UFC is paying me, yes, that was it. And I was actually on what's called an Ultimate Fighter contract, Jose. And I didn't know it. You know, I was a young fighter, but when I signed up for the Ultimate Fighter, it kind of like it did good for me because it got me recognition and got me into the UFC. But from a contract wise, man, did it kind of suck. It really did, because I was on what they call a yearly salary or a yearly contract, meaning when I fought Michael or Chris Saunders, right? I made $8,000 a show, $8,000 to win. That was my first fight in the UFC. Now my next fight, I fought Michael Johnson, who just beat Tony Ferguson. And for my next fight, my pay was still the same, $8,000 a show, $8,000 to win. So usually, Jose, your pay goes up each fight. But because I was on an Ultimate Fighter contract, my pay stayed the same yearly, man. So when I had 2-3 fights, 2-3 wins, dude, did that suck? That really, really sucked, because I should have been getting bumps up in pay, but I didn't. But who knows? You know, that was a rookie mistake. And at the same time, it was a good thing because UFC got me on the Ultimate Fighter. So, you know, they did put some money up front for me, meaning that, you know, they got me on the show, that I got recognition and everything there. So it was an investment that they made for me, I guess. And that's why they kind of only had to pay me $8,000 a show for, you know, the next year. But great question, Jose. Great question. What's up? Did you guys see any of the fights last night? I missed them, man. I missed them. I was up here at the lake house, so I didn't get a chance to see them, but I seen the results, man. I seen Anthony Smith lost, to that Relic, I believe is his name. That's a big win for Relic. Anthony Smith is got big wins over Gustafsson. Just lots of good guys. Fought for the title, had a good fight with John Jones, and yeah, man, he lost. So that props to what's his name? Ragic. Yeah, Alex, he's a killer, man. So props to him. Huge win for him. Jose Armenta, he says, my bad. That was about your last fight versus Georgie. No. So when I made $8,000 a show, $8,000 to win, that wasn't for Georgie. That was for my first 2 or 3 fights inside the UFC. So yep. But yeah, Robbie lost, man. Robbie lost last night too. Robbie Lawler, Neil Magny. I from what I read, what I've seen so far, Neil kind of kept that distance, frustrated him, got some takedowns, and man, where does Robbie go? That's my question right now. Where does Robbie go? I think Robbie Lawler needs a more of a favorable matchup in the UFC. UFC doesn't really do that much. So we'll see. We'll see if the UFC will kind of build Robbie back up a little bit. Neil's not a easy fight by any means, but he's definitely not like a crazy killer. So I'd like to see a little bit more of a step down competition wise for Robbie in his next fight, man. Oh, Fredo Tomato coming back in. Let's see what he's got to say. Are you going to do a video of all the money combined you have made in the UFC and maybe Bellator? Fredo, yes, I like that idea. I'm actually working right now with Bellator. I'm trying to figure out if I can disclose, like what I can disclose and what I cannot. Because when I signed with Bellator, they have a big contract, and I didn't I'm trying to figure out exactly what I can disclose, what I cannot. But I would love to do that, Fredo, disclose exactly from the time I started fighting all the way till now, my last fight so far in Bellator. Because, you know, knock on wood, guys. I mean, I've been very fortunate enough financially from fighting. I've had a lot of success in my career that I'm in a place now where, you know, I'm making better money than I was. And I want to see that for other fighters as well, man. It's not easy to make money in the fight game, but I'm very, very blessed. Oh, Robbie versus Rory 3. Yeah, I would like to see that fight. Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald 3. My stepfather was just watched the Robbie Lawler versus Roy McDonald second fight. Man, he was just talking about how that was a back and forth bloodbath. So imagine seeing a number 3, man. Imagine Robbie coming out there throwing hooks. Imagine Roy freaking hitting him with that boxing, and I'd like to see it. I would definitely like to see it. Let me see. Chad Chandler. What's up, Warmere? Chandler to the UFC? We'll see, man. We'll see. I could see Chandler going there. You never know with him, but if UFC makes him a good offer, I think that there's some good matchups for him and some good opportunities to go out there and make some noise, man, especially in that lightweight division. I think he could match up well with a lot of guys. Yeah, Latoro, that dog just stayed in the same position this whole time. Yeah, he's a good boy, huh? Here, doggy. Nah, man, that's just it's a wolf dog because it keeps the geese from pooping all over the place. Yep. So it's not gonna move. He stays there all day, every day. Yeah, guys, I'm in Michigan. Make sure, if you haven't already, drop where you guys are joining from. We got a little bit of all over, man. Canada's in the house. We have a little bit of Michigan in the house. So drop a comment. Let me know where you're from. Houston. Ooh, baby. Missouri, Jersey. New Mexico. Ireland's in the house. Canada represent, somebody says. Denmark. What's up, Adam? Welcome back, bud. Denmark, Virginia. Okay. I like it, man. I like it. What are we grateful for today, too, guys? Let me know something. What are we grateful for? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm in Michigan right now, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to spend some time with my mom, my father. I seen my brother. I'm grateful for this beautiful lake behind me, dude. Like, grateful for the coffee in my cup. Beautiful, man. I have so many blessings right now. I'm just super, super grateful for. And honestly, I'm grateful to be back on a live stream with you guys. So, man, what is up? Alex coming in, hitting that super chat. Alex just says he's showing support, man. Alex, my man, always been around, dropping in, hitting the live streams, dropping comments. Dude, just huge loyal supporter. So shout out Alex. I appreciate it, bud. The channel appreciates you. Healthy. Yeah, health. Grateful for life, says Manny. Yep. Fredo says he's grateful for Jay and Silent Bob. Okay. Michael says he's grateful for not having to worry about getting his next meal. Yeah, man. Yes, shout out out Michael. There's a lot of people out there, guys, going through a lot of struggles, a lot of tough times, health, financially, man, food, family issues. So, if you have your eyesight, if you can breathe, if you can go out and play a sport, or if you can work out, any of that, like you're blessed. You're blessed with health. If you have any of your family that you love and they support you, man, that's a huge blessing. Abel says he's grateful for every day above ground. Good day. I like it, man. I like it. That's the truth. Alexander Hernandez says he's grateful for Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee. Oh, man. Yeah, nice, man. I wonder, he's having ACL surgery, right? Oh, Jose coming in here. Jose Armenta not playing around today, hitting the super chat. I like it. Let's see what Jose has to say, guys. This is a good one. So when you fight in the U.S., Uncle Sam wants their taxes. But when you fight outside the country, like in Canada or Ireland, do you still have to pay taxes to the U.S. or to that country you fought? Jose coming in with a tax question, my man. First off, taxes are confusing. So if anybody on this channel is watching right now, don't worry if it's confusing or you don't know much about taxes. I'm still learning about them, Jose. But to answer your question, so when I fight in the U.S., Uncle Sam wants their taxes. Of course, yes, 20 to 30%, depending where I'm fighting. But when you fight outside the country, like in Canada or Ireland, do you still have to pay taxes to the U.S. or to that country you fought? So I actually, Jose, I get double taxed, man, when I fight outside the country. So, for example, when I fought in Canada or when I fought in Japan, I made $10,000 to show, $10,000 to win, right? So I got to pay taxes on 20 grand. But when I got my check in Japan, Japan already took out $4 grand. So Japan took out 20% off the top. So I had 16 grand. So when I got back to the US with that money, I had to pay taxes on that as well. So yeah, man. Yeah. You get double taxed when you fight in a different country, and even state taxes, Jose. Like when I fight in Connecticut or California, dude, they tax me like crazy as well. So Uncle Sam has always got their hand, and you know, I'm not a tax expert. I have a tax guy that does everything for me. But man, yeah, pay my taxes, Jose, because you don't want to not pay your taxes, bro, because then you go to jail and you have all kinds of IRS problems. You don't want that. Fredo Tomato coming in, just crushing that super chat. Fredo says, Jens Pulver, UFC Hall of Fame. Fredo, I 100% agree with you, my man. I think Jens Pulver is an OG UFC champion, the very first lightweight UFC champion, wins over BJ Penn, fought everybody, defended his title. Yes, I agree, Fredo. I'm a huge Jens Pulver fan. I actually met when I was 15 years old. I met Jens Pulver at a grappling tournament, Naga, in Chicago. And I, at this point, was just a young kid. And I seen Jens Pulver, and man, he talked to me like I was just one of his friends. He didn't ignore me. I went up to him, and he basically gave me his thoughts on BJ Penn was getting ready to fight Dwayne Ludwig. And he gave me his thoughts on BJ Penn versus Dwayne Ludwig. He talked about the UFC and some of his fights, and just a really down-to-earth, cool dude, man. So I'll always respect him for that, and I'm always a Fredo fan. Alex says Mike Perry's got the IRS problems. Yeah, man. It sounds like he needs to have somebody to take care of his taxes. Yep. So Robbie lost last night. Let's go over a little bit. Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith said that he's a little small for middleweight, or sorry, he's a little big for middleweight, but he's too small for 205. So that kind of like made me start thinking, when do you guys think UFC will start adding in extra weight classes, or do they need to do that in general? So I think so. I would like to see like a 150 weight class, a 160, 170, 180, like kind of like that. Yep. Clive Jones says 165. Fredo says never. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, personally, because UFC has the way they do it. But I would like to see that soon, because I think there's a lot of guys caught in between weight classes. And Anthony Smith last night sounds like one of them. He's just a little too small for that cream of the crop at 205, but he's still just too big, and it's too heavy on his body to do those 185-pound cuts. So, man, maybe a 195-pound weight class, that would be nice. Yeah. Healthier fighters, easier weight cuts, says Christopher. Yep. Let me see. Rocket to fight the winner of Reyes versus John for the vacant title. Yeah, I could see that for sure. But I hopefully they do the more weight classes, you know, especially I think they could, personally. I think they could do some extra weight classes. It might be a little more work, but you know, more promotion. They could promote more champions. I mean, imagine this. Imagine if you had Khabib at like a 165-pound champion, and then you had a Dustin Poirier at 160 champion or 155-pound champion. I mean, who wouldn't want to tune in to watch either of those guys fight? So it's just kind of a little bit more promotional juice is what I think. And what's next for Neil? Neil beats Robbie Lawler, dude. That's a huge win for him. I mean, that's a huge feather in his cap. Robbie Lawler, former champion, legend of the sport. Neil beats him. So I'm excited to see what Neil, he's on a 3-fight win streak, where he goes next. Christopher says Magny ragdolled him. Yeah, man. Barbell. So Barbell's got he says, have you spoken with Elliot from Ace Properties? Thoughts on his company? Barbell, yes, I have. I've spoken with Ace. We actually talk a lot through the Instagram. But man, from what I see, I love Ace's ideas on rental properties, Midwest. He seems very knowledgeable. Yeah, I think his company is a good niche, and I feel like if you're looking for cash flow, good returns, if you're looking to buy a rental property at an affordable price, I feel like he has a lot of deals out there, man. A lot of deals. So awesome. Let me close this door. Got the neighbors. The neighbors were over here. They call them the Cadillac neighbors. They're animals. They like to be partying at 3 a.m. Yeah, Barbell, for sure. Yeah, Ricardo says always make sure your foundation is solid. Yeah, you don't want to buy a house and then have the foundation be crumbling and have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. So, UFC versus Bellator. Who do you guys think wins with Pitbull, Baby Pitbull versus Volkanovski? Do you guys think that Baby Pitbull beats Volkanovski or no? What's up, David? Musashi kills them all. Okay. Volkanovski wins. Okay. You guys think how would Volkanovski beat Baby Pitbull? Frank Mir versus Stipe. Stipe beer. Leg kicks. KO. Oh. David, lots of love from India, man. Shout out, David. Sending that love right back to you, brother. USADA will make UFC lose? Or you mean Bellator? USADA will make Bellator lose? Wins via USADA? Yeah, man. I'd like to see that. Alex says, let's be real. UFC champs beat Bellator in every weight class. Ooh, Alex is confident in the UFC. You know what's funny, man, is Alex, is I thought the same. You guys remember when WEC merged with UFC, and you had champions from WEC coming over to the UFC, and almost all the WEC champions beat the UFC champions. And I thought at that time, I thought for sure the UFC champions were going to win. So on paper, I mean, yes, you could make a case for the UFC champions to beat the Bellator champions, but that's what's beautiful about the fight game, man, is you never know. But Alex, shout out Alex, smashing the super chat, and Alex thinks that the UFC champs will blow out any of the Bellator champs. Barbell says, are you getting that title shot next? I'm hoping. If you guys just joined, we were talking about it earlier. I have one fight left on my contract, and I'm hoping that I get a contract renegotiation, get a bump in pay, and I get something set in stone that I get a title shot sooner than later, man. Yep. Yeah, Strikeforce when they got when they merged with UFC. Yeah, UFC, man, they merged with WEC, Strikeforce, bought all those contracts, bought all those those fighters over there. So, man, I love the way UFC does that business. Thank you, Barbell. Rooting for me, man. I appreciate it. Chandler Merckx, Dustin Poirier. You know what's funny, man, is Dustin Poirier, my last fight, when, you know, I fought on the same card, Chandler fought Benson. Dustin Poirier was there, and we were all cutting weight right around each other. Poirier was like one room over. Chandler's right here. I was in the middle of them. So these guys were crossing paths a lot, Chandler and Poirier, man. So let's we'll see. We'll see. That's an interesting Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. Woo, baby. That's a good one. I would like to see that. That's a nasty fight. Just because the way they both fight, man. Both bang boxers, great cardio, durable. James, what's up, my brother? Oh, Goof Troop coming back in. Shout out Goof Troop, smashing that super chat. Not even playing around. Bam. Goof Troop says, looking for tips for my jiu-jitsu tournament in October. Coming in at 205. Okay. So tips. I first would say train, man. Make sure you're training. Make sure your training is a little bit tougher than your matches are going to be. So make sure you're in shape. 205, you know, make sure you're eating correctly. Just take it seriously, Goof Troop. You know, if you want to do good, which it sounds like you do, take it seriously, train, and get a great night's sleep the night before. Get there, and man, just take it one match at a time. Get a good warm up in too before that first match, Goof Troop. That's key, man. Get a good warm up. Go out there and man, be in the moment. Enjoy it, Goof Troop. You know, remember all that training that you do, that gives you the advantage to go out there and just let it all hang out and enjoy the moment. There is no the tip is to train hard. And that way, when you get to the event and you get to the tournament, you can have that fun and you're in shape. All the work's done. All you got to do is go out there and be mean and get after it, Goof Troop. So, man, great. Good luck at your tournament. Keep me in the loop. I'll speak with you again before that, Goof Troop. But October's coming up, man. 205. Takes the morning classes with some of the fighters, and my coach is having me get a food log to turn into a dietitian. Yeah, I love it. Take it seriously. Get a good dietitian, Goof Troop. And I have one as well, the one that I use. So shoot me an email if you want his contact number, or hit me up on Instagram, Goof Troop, because I can hook you up with my boy Eric Pena. That's who does all my diets, my weight cuts, has me in great shape for my fights. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Yep. So what do you guys think? You guys like that Poirier versus Ferguson fight that everybody's talking about? I guess that's kind of like a rhetorical question, huh? Like, is the sky blue? Like, who wouldn't want to watch Poirier versus Ferguson, man? What's up, Adrian? Clive says he's excited for Ferguson and Poirier. Ooh, Warmere says Tony spanks Dustin, and then you got Christopher who says Dustin will pick him apart. So it's not. Are you guys a toss-up? Who wins, Ferguson or Poirier? Ferguson destroys Poirier. Ooh, says Alex. Poirier, okay. Ferguson pulls it off. Either way, Dustin is legit boxing. Tony's cardio is way better. Tony takes too much damage in his fights. Dustin. Oh, man, these are 50-50. Tony by Darce choke. Dustin beats Tony. Dustin's boxing. Sounds maybe a little edge to Dustin. Just a little bit. It's a sick fight, man. That's a sick fight. I honestly want to see how Tony comes back from that last loss. I mean, that's a lot. Orbital broke, face broke, confidence. I wonder how Tony's confidence is after that one. I would say he's right back to it. He's ready to get out there and scrap. But man, and especially if that's a 5-round fight, man, that's raining elbows would do it for sure. If I was Tony, man, I'm throwing them elbows, slicing and dicing you. Yeah, I hope Tony's healthy too, says Ricardo. I agree, man. I really agree. I'm excited for that one, though. Super, super excited. And speaking of it being excited, what do you guys think? You think that GSP versus Khabib fight will ever come? Do you guys think that'll ever happen? Because I hear that's being thrown around a little bit. GSP says the UFC does not want him to beat Khabib and basically sail off into the sunset. And then GSP also says that he can't make 155, his frame, his body. Oh, Jose Armenta, he's coming at the Goof Troop. Strike first, show no mercy. I love it. Hitting him with that Karate Kid line. We show no mercy. Oh, okay, so Mata Gamer says, no, bro, GSP is past his prime. GSP needs to win for Canada. Yeah, Alex, man, GSP's he's done so much for Canada. Gamer says he wants to see Tony versus Khabib. Yeah, I'd like to see that one too. Prime GSP beats Khabib. They would need to do a catch weight. Man, honestly, it's just the more we wait on the GSP fight, the more it just gets less and less attractive, because GSP, like he stated, he's, I think, 37, 38 years old. Khabib's the best in the world right now. We're going to get this fight going, man. We need to get it going sooner than later, because, GSP ain't getting any younger. And I think if it did happen, I personally don't think it'll happen, but if it did, I think it would be at a catch weight. I think they would agree on that. But I didn't think GSP would come back at 185 and fight Michael Bisping. And of course he does, and dethrones Bisping, dominates him. I mean, come on. I know a lot of people can say what they want about Bisping, but the dude was just coming off of knocking out Rockhold, who was the best in the world, beat Dan Henderson in a tough 5-round war. And then he goes out there, man, and just gets dominated by GSP. So if you're sleeping on GSP thinking that he cannot come at 37 years old and take out somebody like Khabib, man, that's I think he's got all the tools to do it. Bisping, I do like him, right? Bisping's a fighter's fighter, man. Fluke knockout on Rockhold. Oh, man. Come on, Alex. GSP would whoop the Russian. Yeah, some people think that Hendo beat him in that rematch. Oh, man. So hopefully they can get somewhere with that fight, because I think that'd be a sick fight all around. George St. Pierre, possibly the best fighter ever. Possibly ever. And then you got Khabib, man, possibly the best current fighter now, and possibly the best ever as well. So, man, hopefully they get that together. I want to see it. All right, so we got a couple of minutes left, guys, before I got to go jump on a boat. I'm going to go cruise around the lake a little bit, man. Kicking back, relaxing, little R&R. So did you guys want to talk investing a little bit more? Anybody got anything that you want to touch on as far as for either real estate, the economy, or any fight stuff you guys want to go over? Myles Jury versus Islam Makhachev would be fight of the night. Ooh, yeah. Investing in gold. Smash everybody. So investing in gold. So it goes back to what your game plan is, guys. I love gold. Gold is God's currency. Gold is whenever you're kind of nervous about the dollar, because remember, the US dollar, guys, it's fake money. Really, it is. It's backed by the promise of the US government. And what's crazy about that is the government can print all the money they want, but if me or you went and printed money, we'd be thrown in jail because we're not allowed to. They're allowed to all they want. So when it comes to gold, it's just your game plan. Gold, to me, is cool if you have money and you want to make sure it doesn't lose value. Like, let's say if I have $1 million and I want to buy $1 million in gold, right? So I buy this $1 million in gold, and now I basically have that $1 million, and it's not going to go down in value. It's going to creep up little by little. And granted, if the economy tanks and the world goes, down the toilet, then gold, yes, is going to go up in value. It's going to be whoever's got gold is going to win. But do I see the world ending, anything like that? No. And to me, gold protects your money, but I like cash flow. I need my money generating more money, and I need it doing that fast. With gold, it's just a slow process. So if that's what you want, if you're worried about the economy tanking and the dollar losing its value, all that, I think gold is a good one to invest in. But if you're young and you want to grow your money, you want to get cash flow, you want to buy assets that put money in your pocket every month, I wouldn't mess with gold personally. I have a 5 ounce of silver, not include. Nice, man, nice. And I do think I like gold and silver. I think it's good to invest in because you can't make any more of that, right? Like gold and silver, that's God's currency. So if you get that, cool. Just understand the game plan of what you're doing. If you're expecting like to buy gold and it to go up 10 times, by next year, like it's probably not going to do that. Jose Armenta, do you have any stocks? Jose, I personally, I don't have any stocks, but that doesn't mean I'm against them. I just look at, again, what's my game plan? And when I look at the stock market and I look at real estate and I look at, other asset classes, I'm not against stocks. I think stocks are good for people that are hands off, people that mean I put my money here. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to touch it. It's basically I have no responsibility. It's just going to go up or it's going to go down. I think that's a perfect game plan. Like if you want to have your job and make a bunch of money and then put it in the stock market to where you don't have to work on anything, you basically just check your computer every day, that's cool. But to me, I like being more in control of my money, and I like being a little bit more on a day-to-day with my money. So that's why I like real estate. So I will buy stocks eventually, but right now I'm just building that foundation of real estate, cash flowing every month, money coming in, and I will eventually get to stocks. Clive says, how about commercial property? So to me, Clive, I like commercial property, but again, you got to understand what are you going to do with that commercial property? And the property is only as good as the person who buys it. So meaning, let's say raw land, right? So commercial property versus raw land. Well, raw land might be to one guy a lot more better of an investment because maybe they're going to buy that raw land and put a billboard on it and make a bunch of money off of that and then resell it. Or maybe the commercial might be better because maybe you want to open up a t-shirt shop or a used electronics store or something. If that's your game plan, then go buy in that building already up. That makes more sense. Gonna get that wolf dog. David's got the crown king heads and the money. Barbell says, was wondering if turnover vacancy has been higher for you recently during COVID. Yes, Barbell, great question. Yes, guys, my fiance and our portfolio, there's been a lot more turnover since March, and it's weird. So we've been a lot more active in our portfolio with our real estate investments, getting people when they leave the property, getting the property fixed, getting new tenants in there. But there has been a lot of movement since the COVID hit. And that makes sense, right? People are losing jobs. People are getting laid off. People are moving away to different cities for jobs. So we've had to be a lot more active, and we've had to nurture our portfolio a lot more since COVID hit. But knock on wood, guys, we still have people paying their rent. We're still doing very, very good with our portfolio, considering all the crazy stuff that's going on in the market. Jose Armenta, smashing that. Super chat. Now, Jose says, I bought some stocks of my aerospace work since it's very low due to COVID. Nice, Jose. Nice. And if, it sounds like to me, Jose, if your game plan is to buy those stocks low and then, maybe that they're underpriced and they're going to go up in value, if that's your investing strategy, That's awesome, man. You know, that's you're doing it. And once it gets to that price to where, you know, you think you need to cash out, or if you just keep holding long term, that's cool, man. As long as you understand why you're doing what you're doing. That's the main one. So Latifi says, what would be your advice? What would be your advice to get onto property ladder to someone young? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What would be your advice to get onto the property ladder to someone young? Well, I think you're talking about to somebody young, what would be my advice to get their first property? I would say educate yourself first. Educate, learn, watch YouTube channels like this one, read books, go around, look at properties, talk to anybody that owns real estate. You know, just gain as much knowledge as you can, and then just at the same time start saving your money to buy your first property. It's remember, real estate, guys, is a slow long-term play. If I buy real estate, it's slow to get into and it's slow to get out of, meaning it takes months to close on a property at times, and sometimes it takes months to sell a property. When you look at a stock, Jose, let's say like Jose, I can go in and buy a stock boop, like that, and I can go in and sell a stock boop, like that. So there's pros and cons to each. You know, stocks are fast, real estate slow. All right, guys. It's been awesome chatting with you guys today. Have an awesome Sunday, and love you guys. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you soon.